there. Oh, it's the other camera.
It's not doing the right camera. Damn it.
Just tip it there.
It did for the photo. That's so weird.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. What's up?
We're a little bit early, but I always say it's better to be early than late. Punctuality. So, we're here. We're queer.
Hey, everybody.
And we're ready to rock.
We have
Hi, Krista.
6 people watching already. That was quick.
Clubfoot Mama.
Welcome, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Kamiri. Hi.
What's up?
How's it going on this Sunday?
I'm eating a banana.
How is it? Is it ripe?
It's very banana-ish.
Then it's probably not Haley approvable.
It's a little too ripe. For Haley. For me, it's perfect, but she likes hers green.
Not too green, just slightly more on the green side than the yellow-brown side. Hi, D. Lemon.
Hey, Linda.
Welcome.
Hey, Sally Joe. Welcome.
Hi, Sally Joe. Hey, Sally Joe. I just responded to your comment on my solo video about phone calls, and I want to just tell you in person, hope you don't mind. Thank you for your comment on it, because it really made me feel good to know that someone can relate to what I was dealing with, what I am dealing with the phone. So thank you again, Sally Joe, for your comment and your positivity toward it. It really made me feel better about it. So thank you. Hi, Gracie's mom. Welcome.
Hey, Miranda. Out running errands.
We already have 11 people
Nice.
on today.
Good to see you all.
So first thing we want to address is we all know about Kobe Bryant, that he passed away today, along with 8 other people. There's 9 people that died. And I heard that his daughter passed away too.
Yeah. So sad, so tragic. So they're in our prayers today.
Yes.
If you have any social media account, you know, because it's like all over your news feed probably. But
yeah.
So yeah, that's tragic and sad.
I'm not a sports fan, so I'm not as connected with, him or the Lakers, but I know he was huge in the basketball community. And I just wanted to address his passing and
his daughter and everybody else that was on was it a helicopter?
Yeah, it was a helicopter. And so, just like Regina just said, you never know. Enjoy each moment.
And every day is a gift.
Every day
Absolutely
is a gift.
Correct.
Yeah. And another thing that happened to a YouTuber that I follow, his name is The Garbage Disposal on YouTube. He's a professional eater. He was in a really bad house fire, and he burned up his hands pretty bad, really bad. He still has his hands, but it was a freak accident. And so I just want to give him a shout out too, and hope for him to heal quickly.
That was good.
So did you anything next?
No, not that I can think of. My brain's not on yet.
You're not feeling so good today.
I haven't been feeling the best this week, but
female issues.
I'll try. Okay, I'll try my best to stay alert and everything.
Hi, Sean and Cassidy. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pull up our little itinerary here of
We have an agenda.
what we were discussing.
Gracie's mom wants to tell you she got a new vaporizer.
Oh yeah, what kind of vaporizer is it, Cindy?
Did we get our flu shots? Yep, we did.
Yes, we sure did. We got those a couple months back. I am right on that when they come out. I get them pretty quickly, and Angie gets one too. She's not really that worried about it, getting the flu,
but I'll get the flu shot. Better be safe than sorry.
And I know a lot of people say they get a reaction to the flu shot, but I never have any problems with it. So, how about you?
What's up, Firefly? Good to see you.
Firefly.
Good to catch you on here.
We missed you last week. And I hope you know that I was not pressuring you about where you were last Sunday. I understand things come up. And I just want to say I didn't mean to make you feel pressured or anything. So sorry in advance if I did.
Speaking of, we got a package sent to us that I had no idea. I wanted to send out a sincere, heartfelt apology on my end. We don't always go check the post office because honestly, we don't get a lot of mail yet. So, but the post office it was set up to where they're supposed to send me notifications of when I get a package. And that did not happen. So very nice person sent us a package, and we had 2 notifications in our post office box when we finally went to check it that we had a package. And so when I went up to the front desk to ask them for the package, they said, oh, well, that was already sent back. And we were both like super bummed and super frustrated and just like, oh, dang it, my heart just sunk. So my heartfelt apology to Da Vinci, who tried to send us a package, and the post office was supposed to send me a notification saying that we had a package, and they did not, and I'm truly sorry. So we're going to make it a thing to go at least once a week now to the post office so that doesn't happen again. So sorry about that.
Yeah, I felt so awful.
We still feel awful.
And embarrassed, and you know, it's kind of embarrassing to be honest with you.
We did drop the ball on going to the post office regularly, but in my defense, they were supposed to send a notification about the package, and they didn't. So it was supposed to go to my phone or my email or something.
D-Lemon, I'm not quite sure why they had to send it back. So
yeah, it might have just been sitting there for too long, but I don't feel like I don't feel like we waited that long.
Let me get back to Gracie's mom here. She said she got a Cardiff Focus V. I've never heard of that before, but I am going to look it up. So, anyhow.
All right. Ready for our questions?
Yes. So, I wanted to know if you guys have experienced this before. So, Angie and I were having a conversation a few days back where I said, because we were out a few years ago to the coast, and we went to this like diner place. I'm not going to say where, but it was like a really good diner slash, they make ice cream and pies and things like that. But when we got there, we were just starving, famished, and we were craving burgers. So I got a burger, and Angie got a burger, and she's like, oh my gosh, this is so delicious. And I agree, it was just hitting the spot. The food tasted so good. And we're like, God, that was just like the best place. But when we think about it, it's really no better than any burger we've had. But for some reason, because it was out of town, it tasted better.
It was so good.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
So, do you guys experience that as far as having food out when you're out of town and it just tastes better than food you have in your hometown? Do you guys experience that? Because we both agreed that it was just like so delicious.
It's true. When you're on a vacation and you go eat out somewhere at a diner or some, famous place that everybody says is really great, it's better, right?
Yeah. Do you guys agree?
Anyway, we're going to go back, I think, this summer and go back to that same diner because that was really good.
And they make their own pies, and it was so good.
We brought the pie back to our yurt.
Yeah.
And ate it. It was fun.
It was a chocolate one. Everyone says they know the feeling. Gracie's mom, Clubfoot Mama, Madeline, they all agree. It was in the Oregon coast. It was.
Was it Lighthouse State Park area? What was the name of that park? Something. It's really pretty. We loved it. It's awesome. Hey, Glam Raptor! Shout out to Port Orchard. My grandma grew up in Port Orchard. I think her house is still there that she grew up in, her childhood home. I think they filmed a movie there. Maybe it was someone else's house that we knew. I don't know. That my family knew, I don't remember. I could be getting my facts mixed up, but something was filmed there that took place in Seattle, but it was filmed there. Forgot what movie. I should know these things.
Thank you. Hugs back.
Hugs back, son. Thank you. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you guys. Okay, in other news, we wanted to address that I don't know if you're a fan of the Osbournes, but I am. Angie and I are. More for their reality show is what got me started on them.
Yeah, we were both teenagers watching that show when their show was on.
The Osbournes.
The Osbournes. That was a cool show.
Just want to say a big condolence to the family after Ozzy getting diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. He just announced that he has it, though the family have been dealing with it privately for about a year. He was not ready to talk about it until now. And they did a formal announcement on Good Morning America and with his family. And one thing that really stood out in my mind is he was afraid that by telling people his diagnosis that he would lose his fans because maybe they would be afraid he won't perform anymore. And he said if he lost his fans, that would kill him. That he lives for going in the studio. He lives to go out and tour. That's his life. And the fact that he hasn't been able to do it this whole year has been really hard on him. And so he finally told everybody, and he said it was like a huge weight lifted off his shoulders. And I just wanted to tell him that he's brave for telling everyone, and he's not going to lose his fans. He's not. He has such a huge following, and he's planning to get back out there and tour, which I'm very proud of him for doing that.
Right.
Despite his sickness and everything he's gone through.
That's pretty awesome. That's like so cool.
So, and his wife, Sharon, she's just amazing too, sticking by him through everything. And I got to meet her when she had her show called the Sharon Osbourne Show. That was in 2000.
How was that?
It was
That must
good.
have been really amazing.
It was. It was in 2007. And she was really sweet, really kind lady, just like how you see her on TV. The same. Really big heart, really social, and I got to meet her, and I got to meet one of her little dogs, the Pomeranian. I don't remember the name, but I just wanted to tell that story.
That is so awesome. I've always loved Sharon ever since I found out who she was.
Was it from that movie?
I think it was since the show, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I was a teen when that show came out, and it was like we'd run home after school to watch it. It was one of the things on that was after school. I would really like that show. They're so humble.
Yeah.
Pre-Kardashians reality TV. Yeah, that was a good show. Jared! Yep.
So, I'm not really a fan of Ozzy's music. It's a little edgier for my taste, but I'm not denying his talent, nonetheless.
Yeah. And the fact that he's going to go on tour, even though he's sick, it's just a testament to how hard he works and how much he loves what he does. I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool.
So, this is your part here.
What do we have? Jane Fonda. So I'm sure you guys all know that Jane Fonda was arrested starting back in October for what do they call it? Nonviolent civil disobedience for protesting about climate change, which is good. I fully support her, and I have always loved Jane Fonda. She's used her privilege for the positive and standing up for what's right in the world. And so hats off to Jane Fonda. She's awesome. And, you know, they're saying that in 10 years, climate change will not be reversible. It'll be a lost cause. We're screwed. And so we need to act now for climate change. I just want to get that out there. Do what you can to save the planet we live on, because in 10 years, there's no going back. So, and it's not hype. It's the truth. Scientists agree. I mean, you can feel it. You can see it. You know, if you've been on this earth longer than 10, 15 years, you know that it's changing. You know that, you know, things are getting bad. It's hard to breathe. People are getting sicker. Fires, everything. So hats off to Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin, and everybody else, Sally Field, that are
Sally Field too?
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
Yeah, they're using their privilege and their status to do what's right in the world. So, yay. Which leads us into Grace and Frankie.
Yes, one of my favorite shows.
Which we've been really enjoying this season, as usual. But this season's really funny. Yeah.
And if you guys want to know what kind of humor I like, that's the kind of humor I like. Grace and Frankie comedy.
Especially Frankie.
It's got so much Haley humor in it. It's ridiculous. And D. Lemon said she's a traitor, whatever that is.
Yes, she protested. She does protest, and she stands up for the good causes, the good fight.
D. Lemon said, "Don't you know about what Jane Fonda did during the Vietnam War?"
She certainly says she certainly did not support it, which it's not an admirable war. My hats go off to the people that fought for this country. It's not their fault, but war is never the answer. It's never a good thing.
What's a traitor?
A traitor?
Yes, I'm admitting my dumbness live on YouTube. What is a traitor?
Frankie say? Or no, what would Frankie say?
Yeah, we've seen Work in Progress. We have it, I think.
No? What one is that?
That movie with
9 to 5, you're thinking.
Oh.
I don't remember.
What's a traitor?
Explain to her what a traitor is.
That's your cue.
That's my cue.
It's not time yet for his dinner, Adam's dinner. Can someone tell me what a traitor is? Because I'm kind of out of the loop.
Oh, crack a book, Grace. That's what Frankie would say. Adam, you're getting fed early. I hope you know. Just feel lucky.
Emmy said it's someone who goes against their people, betrays their people. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I knew that. I just thought it was spelled differently. Like Trader. Traitor. So, Gracie's mom says Jane has apologized for her mistakes and we should move on. Jane was not a traitor. Our men were prisoners and they attempted to slip her notes and she squealed to the enemy and damn near got them killed. Thank you, Firefly. Thank you, Kelly. Sorry, everyone, if you think I should have known that. I should have.
Babe, I love you. It's okay.
We opened a can of worms about Jane Fonda, honey. Ooh.
Well, I support her. She may have made mistakes. I personally don't remember a lot. Well, I wasn't alive then, but I know I've heard of it, and I apologize. I don't remember a lot of the facts about that incident. But that's something that she has to live with for the rest of her life, and I'm sure she has tormented her own self about it. But what she's done for climate change is perfectly commendable to raise awareness, and she's not going to stop either because we have to act now to save this planet we call home. We can't just keep taking it for granted. It's too late for that.
Yeah, look at all these fires that are happening.
Love the planet you live on.
Australia, where else?
Everywhere. California is practically charred off the map. Yeah. Don't just take from Mother Earth. Help her too. Give back to what she's given to you.
Yes.
She is a great actor. Her and Lily Tomlin are great. And if you guys have seen their interviews on like Jimmy Kimmel and on Ellen and different shows, they act the same as they do in the show. Like it's so funny. It's cool. So, and then how do you feel, honey, about like on Grace and Frankie when they always like, for instance, the toilet episode?
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. We don't want to give spoilers away, but let's just say Grace is experiencing her age. She's not as limber, she's not as independent as she used to be, but she's having an issue with asking for help from her spouse, her new spouse, which, I think is kind of bullshit because I know people don't like getting old and they don't like asking for help out of pride. But it's like that's showing that people that need help from their spouse is like a not attractive thing. It's not they make it look bad. And that's what we're trying to normalize is, all ability love. Even if you have to ask your spouse for help getting off the toilet or on the toilet or up from the couch. Like, you should be able to because they love you and they're there for you, and you shouldn't be embarrassed.
It shouldn't be made into a shameful thing. It's not a shameful thing.
Mm-hmm.
Your spouse should be the first person you could come to for help.
Yeah.
So
that kind of bothers me that they're painting that picture of like, oh, it's bad if you're like getting decrepit and
old and
old.
you have to ask for help, or you have to use an assistive device, and it's so embarrassing. And no, it's not. You got to do what you got to do. So yeah, I know they're just trying to make humor in light of the fact that they're getting older, but A, age is a freaking number, and B, yeah, there's nothing shameful about needing to ask people for help or to have an assistive device, because some people, that's all they know in their life. That's their life.
Yeah.
So
it's just kind of like, it's kind of offensive to the disabled community or the interabled community, where if you're born that way, or if you have had an accident in your life and you become, paralyzed or whatever it is, and that's your life, and you're still, 25 years old, that's kind of offensive to those of us who deal with that every day. So, yeah.
Well said, baby.
Hi,
well
Jody. And Gracie's mom likes your haircut.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That we did that yesterday. Translucently Opaque says, definitely do some research before coming to a conclusion about Jane Fonda. Many unfounded rumors were circulated in the past that have zero proof and or have since debunked. I agree with you. Yeah. I fully agree. And I don't really, dwell on, oh, did you hear what they did? Or did you see what they did? I focus on a vibe I get from a person, and that tells me whether or not they're a good or a bad person. And I totally commend what Jane Fonda is doing right now, and I love her acting. She's just an all-around great woman. I get a great vibe from her. I get a good vibe from her. More of us need to go off of our instinct and not what we heard or the media or rumors or yeah.
Gracie's mom has a question for you.
Uh-oh. Shoot.
Go for it. The suspense is killing us.
Haley. So what else?
I mean, what are your thoughts on how they're portraying someone that needs physical care as they get old?
I totally agree with you. I agree with you. I don't think they should. Yeah, I'm sure it sucks getting older. I'm already feeling the effects of not being 29 anymore, 25. But some people have no choice. That's their life and that's all they know. And Grace and Frankie, I love the show. It's brilliant. It's amazing. I will never stop watching it. And when it's over, I'll watch reruns daily. I love it. But they kind of do the same thing every season with the whole, oh, I'm old now. Let's whine about it. Let's make humor about it. It's like, okay, we get it. They're old. Move along. It's not funny anymore.
And I get, for someone that's not used to asking for help, to all of a sudden that's their reality. It's probably depressing and, a bummer. But for many of us, it's our reality from day one. And it's hard, it's hard for me as a person who this is all I know, and see somebody feel that way. it's just kind of like, well, at least you had 50, 60 years of a good body.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't. So be appreciative. I don't know. That kind of sounds harsh, but I don't know. Gracie's mom says, "How do you feel about smoking marijuana?" Even though we've talked about this.
I've answered that a lot of times. But just to put it out there, I'm not against it. We all know Haley's not against it. I'm not against it either. So there you have it.
Just not as much as me. So, Glam Raptor, what do we do to spend time together at night?
In the evening.
Sometimes we'll watch a show together.
A show or a movie that we're both interested in.
Yeah.
Something that has Haley humor in it, lighthearted.
Or drama.
Yeah. Drama, which can be for Haley a comedy.
But a lot of time we take time to ourselves in the evening. That's kind of like when we...
It's a wind down time.
Yeah, for ourselves. You know, because we're together throughout the day a lot, especially on Saturdays, because she's my sole caregiver on Saturdays. So we have a lot of time in the day together. So at night we kind of take time to ourselves. But not all the time.
We do cook. Haley has her pasta recipe that we'll cook together. She'll tell me how to cook, remind me how to make it every time. And we'll do that. Or we've been cooking our HelloFresh meals together.
Which we're still editing a video.
Sometimes we vlog at night too. And we have played games. We used to do Wii bowling on the Wii. And what else?
Listen to music.
Sometimes we'll just sit in the living room and chat.
Yeah.
And hang out with our dog because he loves his mommy and daddy time. We call it mom and dad time.
Adam is daddy and I'm mommy.
I'm daddy.
Yeah.
Adam's baby.
No, I just like drama. A lot of drama makes me laugh. I don't know why. I have an odd sense of humor. I always have.
For instance, on Grace and Frankie, what was the funny part?
When Frankie's like, I don't know, just being Frankie.
Yeah. Frankie's a lot like you.
Her sayings.
Yeah, her little sayings. What did she say? A moment of silence or something. I don't remember. That whole part when she's demonstrating the fancy toilet that lifts up is funny.
What do I do? Well, Jody, if she's in denial about her condition, that's something that she has to deal with on her own. I don't think there is much you can do for her other than just be there for her and tell her you're there and listen to her if she's sad. I don't really know what.
And it's easier said than done, but don't take it all in because it's a very sad, tragic thing but it's her that's dealing with it. If that makes sense, it's not your job to take it away from her or try to fix it. So just know that that's her, that she's going through something, and only she knows, what she's going through. And all you can do is, like Haley said, just be supportive and a listening ear and a helping hand. And I've heard that it's really tough. People that have terminal cancer, they kind of get in this headspace where they kind of don't make sense, or they get confused, or they get angry, and things happen. So just realize it's not you. Don't take it personally. It's just the awful, awful disease that is cancer. Yeah, I wish you the best with that.
I understand too that must be really hard.
On the person, let alone the people who are caring for them. It's a tough situation, but
I mean, you were a caregiver to people that had angry behaviors or sadness. Did you take it personal?
No. It does weigh on you as a caregiver, because you get close to them and you pick up their energy, and it's no easy job, I'll tell you that. People take caregiving people who don't know what it's like to take it don't know how important and hard work being a caregiver it even is. Yeah.
It's even hard for Angie and I sometimes because we both pick up on each other's energy like really easy.
And we're both chicks.
Like, I know when she's in a pissed off or sad mood, even when she's not saying anything. And I know that she knows when I'm in a weird mood because I guess I get quiet. But I try not to show it. I try not to let her know.
Haley's rarely in a bad mood, like very rarely. It's just not her style. She's got the positive, upbeat, happy-go-lucky vibe. And I try to as well. So, yay. I was going to say something else, but I forgot.
How would you forget?
I don't know. So, yeah, hats off to any of you who are caregiving for anybody. My hat's off to you. If you need care, don't you ever feel guilty or ashamed
or embarrassed
because it's just
or less than.
That's what caregivers are for, to help you to give care.
I mean, I'm guilty of it. I didn't want to ask my spouse for help in the beginning.
But sometimes if you want privacy or space from having a whole lot of people around, it is what it is.
And I'm glad she is willing.
Anything for you, my love. Yeah.
Thank you. I wish I could take care of her physically more, too. Her back's been bothering her a little bit lately.
So a little scary.
And
it's a little scary.
I wish I can give her a massage, a good deep massage on the back. A lot of things I wish I could do to help, but I can't. So I just have to deal with that, and it's hard.
But you give love. That's the most important thing. Thank you, translucently opaque. So, what else did we have to talk about today?
Let me test it.
We had a whole agenda, a whole list of stuff.
Yeah, we're trying to plan these lives out a little bit better.
Like, so they have like a structure and a flow. Oh, okay.
Do you cut it yourself or do you get it done professionally?
Oh, that's an awesome question. I want to cut my hair very short like Angie. Do you cut it yourself or get it done professionally? So I get it done professionally, and we have found some fantastic ladies in the valley that are great at cutting hair. A place we used to go to recently got shut down without notice, which is really sad because we really loved them. It was at Master Cuts at the mall.
Yeah, if you've ever seen our haircut video.
Oh yeah, we do. We have a vlog about Cuts with Stacy J or something like that.
And that place closed down.
They closed down. And so I went to Supercuts yesterday, and the gal there does a great job as well, equally as well as Stacy. And she just does a great job, and there's a couple other gals that do a great job too. So yeah, Supercuts.
But you have cut your hair yourself.
I have, and it doesn't turn out that super. I've just decided to never touch clippers again or scissors when it comes to my hair because it never turns out that great. So I go to Supercuts. They're cheap.
Yeah.
Well, they have raised their prices just like everyone else in the world, but yeah.
Bye, Firefly. Thank you for coming on today. We've missed you.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you, thank you.
And I hope things get better for you and settle down.
Yeah, definitely.
So, what else? Relationship advice or tip of the day. Well, we did give some relationship advice.
We did give relationship advice. If any of you guys have any tips of the day for a relationship advice just for our viewers, feel free to drop it in the chat. And we'll give you a shout out. We try to think of tips and advice every week.
Bye, Jody. Thank you.
Thanks, Jody. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. Hey, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
Good to see you.
Welcome. Happy Sunday. I don't really have any relationship advice. I would just say always listen to each other, you know, even when it's hard, even when the mood is sad, listen. Give that space for the other person to talk and listen. And give space when needed. That's important.
And if you're the type of person, or just anybody in general, if you get to a really heightened state where you're really angry or upset or anxious and you can't calm down in that moment, and it may not necessarily be something that your partner did or said, it's just maybe events of the day got you in this mood, just communicate that to your partner and say, hey, I'm not so cheery because obviously you're mad or pissed off or whatever, and just say, I can't calm down right now. I'm in a state. I'm in a really heightened mood. I can't calm down. Can we talk about this later if you want to? I need some space. And just feel perfectly okay just saying that, because it is okay. You have something internally that you're dealing with, and you don't have the wherewithal to calm down and be calm and cheery. So just say, hey, I can't right now. Can we talk about this later? And I need some space. I need to breathe. It's not you. I love you very much. It's not you. I just, right now, I can't, and I need some space. So that's important too. Like you said, you know, be willing to give the space and be willing to take space. You're an individual human being. You may be in a relationship, but it's a relationship between two individuals, separate of each other, but they're together. So
that's important.
Don't be afraid to state your needs, and please honor and respect your partner's needs. And I try my damnedest to honor your needs. And you are more than wonderful at taking care of my needs.
I'm glad I do. Okay.
You don't even have to fret.
And if you're a person that doesn't like to talk, it's okay to send it via text or a message. You know, that's okay. Let that person communicate their needs to you in any way that they feel is the easiest. You know, and I posted a video last week on my own personal channel about why I don't like talking on the phone, why it's hard for me to call people, why it's hard for me to listen on the phone, even though I say it's important to listen to people you care about. But sometimes it's overwhelming to talk on the phone. It's draining and it's anxiety provoking. I don't know why, but that's just how I've developed a feeling. And, you know, that goes along with what we're talking about as far as how do you communicate the best, whether it be phone, letter, text, instant message. You know, nowadays people don't call each other as much, and it's sad. But if you're contacting anyone at all, that's better than nothing. You know? So that's how I feel. My channel is, I'll send you the link to it. Let me get to it. 1 second. Excuse me. Are you? Yeah, we have it on here. 1 second, y'all. Click. Why isn't this going? Well, I will leave that info with you in a comment. I'm not able to access it right now, Clubfoot Mama, but I will send it to you. Yeah, my name on there is Daystar22, DAYSSTAR22 on YouTube. And it's on our main channel, Angie and Haley Present.
Yeah, didn't you put a link to it?
Yeah.
On there? Yeah.
Along with Angie's channel is on there as well.
Yeah, I haven't really put up any new content on there, but.
And we do have merch that I created a couple weeks ago per some of y'all's request. I made just one design from a follower, did the art for us. And that link is also on our page, and it's through Teespring. So, yeah.
Excellent. Thank you for setting that up for us, honey.
Let's see if I can get that to you. I want to leave the link to it.
Oh, to the Teespring?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not as talkative, guys. Like we mentioned, I'm trying my best despite feeling a little, yeah. Drained.
Oops. Paste.
And Haley did set up the store for our merch, which is amazing. She handles most of our social media and all that type of stuff. And thanks to the person who drew our art. Again, that was really awesome.
Yeah. Paste.
There we go. There we go. And there's the link to Haley's YouTube and our merchandise, our merch on teespring.com.
Yes. So do you guys have anything else you want to talk about before we sign out? We're going to end this live stream soon. So I just want to say thank you all for joining us yet again on the subscribers and all the messages and the comments and everything. It's hard to respond to everybody.
But we do our best.
Yeah.
So.
And we're going to be better about checking our mail.
Yes.
We just feel awful about that.
Yeah, missing Da Vinci's package. We just feel terrible.
Yeah.
And I'll see what's going on with the post office too, because I'm supposed to get notifications when I get a package, and that didn't happen. So I'll check in with them and see what's going on too. So
translucent opaque. Thank you for tuning into your first live of ours. We try to come live every Sunday at 3 p.m. So we should be back next Sunday at the same time. So.
Yes. Thanks, Madeline. You have a great week.
Clubfoot Mama says she hopes you feel better.
Oh, thanks, Clubfoot Mama. Thank you so much.
And that was her wedding ring.
My wedding ring just fell off my finger. That's kind of stupid.
Were you fidgeting with it?
No, I guess.
You're losing weight.
I lost a little bit of weight.
That's awesome. We'll have a little story to tell you guys before we end this real quick. So yesterday we're in the store. We were leaving the grocery store.
Oh God, you're not going to tell that story.
Do you not want me to?
No, go ahead. I don't care.
And we're leaving, and my wife hears a voice. And she goes, honey, what'd you say? I said, honey, that was not me. That was a child that you just heard. That was not your wife's voice. So yes, after almost 11 years of being together, she mistaken my voice for a child's. I think the kid was probably 6 at the oldest.
I will not live this one down.
Just like that sounded just like you. I'm like, great.
And I can't hear very well. We were in Safeway. I was walking out the door. Haley was behind me, and the kid was in the line behind us. And the kid had like a deeper, raspy, weird voice. Well, I'm not saying your voice is weird. I'm just saying for a child, it was a strange voice for a child. And it sounded just like Haley. I thought it was her. And she was behind me. I'm sorry, honey.
It's okay.
You don't sound like a kid. That kid sounded like a grown-up. I love you. I'm sorry.
It's all good, babe.
I just never live it down.
I'm just telling the story for a funny story for our subscribers.
You looked at me like that was a child.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Kathy, hi.
Hey, what's up?
And we're just now ending the stream.
Yeah, we were just about to peace out. But thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
We hope you all have a lovely rest of your week. And thank you so much for following and joining us and being our fans and followers and subscribing.
And Kamari, thank you.
Thank you so much.
We love you guys.
Love you all.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. Bye.
Bye.